all, my name is Rahman and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another machine learning project video. So in this video we are going to convert, we are going to cartoonize a video using OpenCV library in Python. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all guys, as usual, I'm going to use here the Visual Studio Code IDE. So in this IDE I have created a folder called as the cartoonized video. Now here right now, as you can see, I have a video, right? Now we are going to convert this, we are going to animate this in the type of cartoon which looks like a cartoon, right? So first of all, I'm going to create here a file called as the cartoon.py. Now in this file, I'm going to write here the code. First of all, I'm going to start by importing the libraries. We are going to use two libraries. The first one is the OpenCV and the second one is the NumPy. Now first of all, let's install them on our computer. So I'm going to type on the terminal pip install opencv-python. Now I have already installed this. I'm going to get requirement already satisfied. Okay. Now I'm going to install the numpy also. So yeah, pip install numpy. I have already installed this also. Now I'm going to start by importing here, right? So first of all, let's give here import cv2. Then I'm going to import numpy as nb. Okay, now we have this, right? Now first of all, what we are going to do is we are going to give the width and the height of the window. So first of all, I'm going to give here the width, which is equal to, I'm going to give this 500, or let's give it as the 800. Okay, we may change it later on. Then I'm going to give here the height, which is going to be 600. If you want to change it, we can change it later on. Now here what we are going to do is we are going to create here a while loop. So I'm going to create something called as a while, then the true. I'm going to give it the true, right? Now here, after that, after giving that, I'm going to use here, I'm not going to use here the images, something like that. But here right now, I want to capture a video. Alright, so for that, I'm going to create here a variable called as cap. Then I'm going to use here the cv2, then video capture. Now here right now, I have just one video, or instead of this, I can also use my own video, right? Or just give it as just 0, because I'm going to use here my camera. Okay. After that, I'm going to use here the ratio result, right? I'm going to give here create here the two variables. So the first one is the red, and then I'm going to give it the image. Okay. Now here in these variables, we are going to read here the cap. Now what is cap? We have created a variable now in which it's capturing the video. Now it should see the video, it should read the video, right? So I'm going to give here something called as the cap dot read. Okay. So now after that, I'm going to create here a variable called as x, or let's give it as the capital X itself, which is going to the image dot reshape. Okay, so that we can reshape the size of that, right? So I'm going to give img dot reshape, and in the brackets I have created two brackets, so I'm going to show that I have to give it the ratio. So I'm going to give it the -1, 3. Okay, now I'm going to explain this what it is after some time. First of all, now again I'm going to create here the same variable, which is the x numpy, the np which you have created, sorry, which we have imported, right? Then we are using here the float 32. Instead we can also use the 62 int. So here we are using the float, which means the decimals, right? Now we are calling this x in these brackets. Okay, anyways, now what we are going to do is we are going to use here the k-means cluster. So that's why I'm going to create here a new variable called as k-means, which means, so instead of giving 2, we can also set as 12, right? So we can change it later on, whatever you want. Anyways, now let's create here another variable. Now what we have to do is, like, we have to do a lot of things, like what we are doing, the video that you are actually seeing, right? We are going to convert the same video into a cartoon video, right? Which the animation that you see in the cartoon, right? So I'm going to convert into that. So I'm going to use here the criteria, and it should be the cv2, the term criteria as the eps, right? And I have given this. So why I didn't type this? So I got the suggestion of from the Codium, an extension in the Visual Studio Code IDE. So when I press tab, I'm going to get this. When it's going to show the suggestion, then if I press the tab, then I'm going to get the code. Okay, now I have to modify by myself. So I don't want this to be 10. So instead of that, I'm going to give it the 3, not 30. and yeah, one is very much, so I'm going to make it little. Okay, so I'm going to give it the 0.9. Okay, less than 1. Okay, anyways, we can also give 0.95. Anyway, now here I'm going to call this again red, which we have created already, then label, then center. Yeah, as you can see here, I'm using here the k means. So I called here the x, then k, then we have given here the none, then criteria, then 10 cv2 k means random centers, all of those stuff. Okay, now here we are going to find the center, right? So I'm going to give here the center which is equal to the numpy dot u int and then center. Okay, now here we have created this variable. After that, I'm going to set here the resolutions, right? So for that, I'm going to give the resolution, or yeah, let's give here as it is. Now we have the resolution, then we are calling this center, then which is label, then we are going to give this as the flatten, right? It's going to be flatten. At the end, after that, I'm going to create another variable called as the resolution 2 in the short family 2, and we are calling this again, in which we have shared the center, and we are now what we are doing is, like for example, we have created a variable called as the center. Now in this center, what we are doing is we are not creating the center for itself, so we need to use it somewhere else, right? So we are going to use that in the resolution. Now in the resolution, I am going to use the center. Now the resolution, that the reason that I have created is that I have to use that in another variable. All right, so I'm going to give here the resolution dot reshape, then img dot image. Okay, now let's create the same variable again, and let's give it as the resolution 2. Okay, now in this case, I'm going to add this, not multiply, so I'm going to add this by 15. Okay, anyways, now till now we have created, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give here something called as the cv2, which is the OpenCV cv2 dot im show. Yeah, I am going to use it the I am show, then the cartoon, or let's give it as the cartoon is a TV cartoonized. Okay, now we are calling the resolution 2, which we have created the last one. Okay, now you might be thinking we have created two variables called as the resolution 2, and it might be confused. The thing that we are doing is, in the resolution 2, here we are using this uh, the resolution, okay, this variable. Now we have used this, now we want to use this again, right? So for that, I have created this same variable resolution 2, which is going to be equal to resolution 2 plus 15. Now this resolution, the content of this variable that you are seeing is this, the first variable that we created, and the resolution 2 that you are seeing here, the cb2.am show, is this one, right? The last one, the last variable which we created. Okay, anyways, now let's give here if condition, like if wait key, and when we press, so it should wait for 1 second, 1 millisecond. After that, we are going to give, if we press the q button on our keyboard, then the window should automatically closed. Okay, so that's why we gave the break here. Okay, now here, yeah. Okay, so here I have to do is I have to give here the release, cap dot release, and then I'm going to, sorry, cv2 dot destroy all windows. Now we have to destroy all windows in the end, right? That's why I created this. Anyways, now something we are forgetting, I think. Yeah, so here what we have to do is we have to name the window and resize the window as we want, right? So I'm going to give here something called as cv2 dot named named window, which is going to be the cartoonized, and cv2 dot window normal. Okay, so it's this is the function in the Python. So then I'm sorry, in the OpenCV, cv2 dot resize window right now, width and the height. Now yeah, let me check the code. I think it's everything is correct. Now let's run the program, and if you are getting any errors, let's check it. So let's run this program. It's taking some time for opening. uh, yeah, here as you can see, I'm opening, I have opened, sorry, wait, I have opened my camera. Now it's not properly, so my camera is not good. So instead of that, I'm going to use here a video. Yeah, dear dot before you. So as you can see, we have this video, right? This greenery video. So I'm going to run this, and we'll be able to resize this window. So it's taking some time. So as you can see here, the difference between, now this video is lagging for some reasons. Now we can also set this in the code itself, right? So as you can see, the greenery is not looking as real, right? So most almost it's looking like a cartoon. The animating is looking like a cartoon, right? So we can also use other videos. Now as you can see here, I am able to resize my window. Now I can resize my full window, or from the down also, I think. Yeah, right. From the down also I'm able to resize here, right? I'm able to resize the window. So our program is working, and when I press the q, it's ending, right? So which means our program is working successfully, right? So anyhow guys, that's all for this video. If you have any questions, give that in the comments below. And like, and if you want to use this code, so the code github link will be given in the description below, so that you can go there and copy the code. So thank you all for watching this video, and I will see you all in another tutorial. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.